Good night, y'all. Allison, big up yourself. Dr. Mia, big up yourself. Keisha Cole, big up yourself. As y'all can see, I'm sick. I do have the flu. As I can see, I'm sick, and I am yeah. But I'm here, so let's get it. Let's get it. Um, Hit the like button, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. Dr. Mia, I will love some chicken foot soup. Yeah, I need some soup. Yeah, I'm sick. Um, Welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Queen Dining Live. Welcome to another Wednesday of my life. So, my topic is parenthood. Um, oh, blessings, Donna. Blessings. I'm like, okay. Blessings, Donna. Blessings, 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 blessings. Who's in here already? Please hit that like button. Oh, thank you, Dr. Mia. I'm coming. I'm coming. Right after this live, I'll be over there to get some soup. I need some soup. I already drank coffee and white rum. I already drink that, but for some reason, I still feel a little, But tonight's topic is parenthood. And the reason why I put it as parenthood, because once you become a parent, you are under so much pressure that you start doing things without thinking, so unnecessary things. Hey, Armand, what's going on, bro? Fiona Daniels, what's going on? What's going on? Good night, good night, good night. So, like I said, I'm done. I'm gonna try that already. Drinking water tonight, no alcohol. Alcohol is good for the throat. Feel better. Allison, me done drink. Me done take a shot at the rum and everything and all these things. But through me throat kind of sore, and me just start drinking water to kind of take away the liquor. Yeah, but me I drink me rum, man. Know yourself. Me I drink me rum and me coffee and all these things. Thank you, Dr. Me. So, like I said, my topic tonight is parenthood. And when you become a parent, it's like if it's your first child, everything about you change. You start changing your personality towards people. If you never had patience, you start having patience. You and everybody around you started catching up because for the simple fact they started talking to your kids crazy. They just start dealing with your kids the way how you wouldn't even probably won't even, raise your voice at your kid like that or, just silly little things and whatnot. But so my topic tonight is I came across this, this little essay and stuff like that. And Yes, girl, I think you the one who give it to me, that's to me and you give it to me. But um so like I said, as a parent, when you become a parent, a lot about you have changed. Like me, I never had patience. I never like asking people to do something for me because they always take forever. So I end up doing it myself. So I never became so dependent on anybody. But when you have a child, it's like you have to grow patient. You have to, have some form of, understanding. You gotta chill. You gotta learn how to let some stuff slide. Like the other day, my daughter done used a permanent marker and decided she was gonna use the walls as her crayon book. And let me tell you, if it was any other parent, they would have went real crazy. I didn't. Normally, I probably would have just wild out, but I didn't. Big up yourself, Anake. Good night. I didn't wild out or nothing like that. I just really went to the store, got the paint that's the same size as that. Savannah, bring me the tissues, please. I went and I got paint that's the same color, and I just paint over it, and I just tell her to look at it, like, this is not a coloring book. If you want a coloring book, like you got like five over there and stuff like that, just go ahead and color in there. See, as a parent, you have to learn how to discipline your kids without hitting them or yelling and stuff like that. Because the more you yell at them, is the more they look at you crazy. You know what I mean? They can't come to you and talk to you about anything because of how you correspond with them when it comes to simple little things like that. So I have this little, that I want to read for you guys, and this little passage is coming from a pregnant mom. Thank you, honey. Yes. When I'm finished, please. Yeah. No, is your tablet is dead. Can you go back to the room? Excuse me. I'm just not in the mood to hide it at all. But so yeah. So this passage is coming from a pregnant mom. She's married. She already got a son and, pregnant with another baby on the way. She's not married, she has a fiance. So I'm gonna read the passage that she says that she wrote, and also I'm gonna read the text messages between her and her fiance. Okay. Now, after I finish reading that, I'm gonna put in my 2 cents, and if y'all wanna call in and put in your 2 cents, that's okay. That's fine. If you guys wanna just talk on the live, stuff like that, I would definitely, excuse me, I would definitely read out, excuse me, what y'all say and stuff like that. So here goes. It says, help. I am 34 weeks pregnant. I have a 5-year-old son. Your daughter is there and you running her and talking about parenthood. Laugh out loud. No, I'm not running her. She just know that when I'm on live, like, I mean, y'all know kids. My daughter don't want me for nothing. As soon as she see me pull up this tablet or this laptop, that's when she wanna come and ask me some stuff like, she know I'm still sick. Ain't no way I'm gonna be better. And she just asked me that like 20 minutes ago. Mommy, you still sick? So she still asked me that. I didn't yell at her. I didn't rush her. I didn't do nothing like that. I'm just saying. Yeah. But so the passage says, help. I am 34 weeks pregnant. I have a 5-year-old son. I have a 5-year-old son. I'm a stay-at-home mother. My fiance works 6 days per week. This makes it extremely hard for me to leave the house. It's a pain being pregnant and having to get my son ready and in the car. So I usually leave him home behind my fiance's back. No judgment, please. Well, today I got caught. Since I'm pregnant, I was craving. Bless up yourself, Baxter. Since I'm pregnant, I was craving this specific place in the mall. My son's lunch was in the oven and figured by the time it was ready, I would be home considering the mall isn't more than 15 minutes away. My son is potty trained and just plays games on his iPod and watches TV. I get these messages from my fiance 30 minutes after I leave. My question is, would you guys be mad if your significant other spoke to you this way? I feel degraded and belittled over nothing. A 5-year old is perfectly capable of fending for himself for an hour. I'm honestly about to pack my bags and never let my son see his father again, as well as when this baby is born. I would rather be single. I would rather be a single mother than be spoken to this way. Okay, so just a couple things that I do not agree with in her passage. That's for one, yeah, you're pregnant. You know, being pregnant, we go through some ups and downs. We have some aggravated days. We have some days that we don't want to deal with nobody or nothing like that. But two, leaving the oven on and the 5-year-old in the house by himself to run to the mall to go get you some food, which is like 15 minutes away. I don't agree with that. 15 minutes away, a lot can happen in 15 minutes. And kids are so bi curious these days. Oh, the oven is on. Let's see what's in the oven. Bless up yourself, Kanaika. No, my love, you're not late. Oh, the oven is on. Let's see what's in the oven. Most of these kids nowadays don't even know the oven is heat. And they go put them on the night or decide them all crawl in there. A whole lot of things can happen, in 15 minutes. I figured more or less she should have just, get that kid dressed with his iPod, whatever, put him in the back of the car, run to the mall, get what you gotta get to eat, and then come back to the house, turn on back the oven, that's it. You know what I mean? But you do not left a 5-year-old kid in the house with the oven on. I don't care um how potty trained he is or how much he can fend for himself. It's just certain things you do not do as a parent. Better safe than sorry. That's a no for me. Exactly, Fiona. I do not agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. So now we're gonna go into the messages between her and her fiance. So the fiance called, the fiance text and he was like, "Where the F are you? I just got home. Why the F is blank here by himself? Are you crazy?" Her message back was, "Okay, relax. Effing 8 months pregnant. I went to get food at the mall food court. It's literally 15 minutes away. He was watching TV. I was hungry. You don't get it because you can't be pregnant. He's 5 years old. He can walk and talk. Shit on the toilet by himself. Why do I need to be home? Why are you leaving work early? Sounds like you're guilty. You're the guilty one trying to start an argument out of nothing." The fiance texts back. He said, "You left chicken nuggets in the oven with it on with your son home by himself. How do you not see this is wrong?" She wrote back. She said, You have literally no argument there. I left the oven on because the chicken nuggets are cooking and ran to the mall. Figured by the time I get back, they would be done cooking for him. You need to watch your effing mouth. Keep speaking to me this way, and me, blank, and your soon to be son will move back in with my mother. This is mental abuse. You coming at me. No, excuse me. Allison said no 5-year-old supposed to be left alone. The father right to curse her. She could have waited for the father to come home. Kanika, that's crazy. Why was she left the baby alone at the home shaking my head? Why didn't she take him with her? Okay, so like Mr. Mega put him in 2 cents. I don't care how I don't care if a 5-year old, my daughter is 5 years old. I don't care. I don't care how a 5-year old is pooping, talking, potty trained. Some of them making their own breakfast. Like my daughter, she make her own breakfast. You know what I mean? That does not mean I'm gonna leave her in the house by herself to go to the mall for 15 minutes to go get something to eat. That don't make no sense at all. Another thing where she went wrong, yeah, I understand. Like I said, being pregnant and being under the pressure of being pregnant, it's a whole lot of stuff going on because stuff that you want to be able to do, you cannot do it. And you have to always depend on someone else to do it for you. So, yeah, I understand, getting him dressed every day. So she had to leave him behind instead of getting him dressed to go to school. She have him home. He's 5 years. He should be going to school, but she don't let him go to school. She do that behind her fiance back and stuff like that. So, like I said, these kids nowadays, they know more about everything than some of these adults that have been on this earth for a long while. You get what I'm saying? Some of them is so curious into ways like my daughter used to go into the fridge and hold the button down where the light comes on. Sometimes she will screw the bulb and the bulb is hot. Sometimes she turn up the fridge. So everything that's in the fridge be freeze. It be frozen. It be ice. You know what I mean? Curious. Kids are curious. You know what I mean? Uh, I've had my daughter rearrange things in this house. Like I said, kids are curious. Kids are so curious to the point where they will see you do something and wait until you leave for them to do it. At the end of the day, Warren, big up yourself. Let me go into the chat room. Anarchy. She's desperate in result. She's desperate in result. She's making some decision. Yeah, she is. She's desperate. You so hungry to the point where you don't want to do nothing for yourself because yeah, you're pregnant. You told her for weeks. At this point, you just want to pop and get it over with and done with. But I mean, come on. He's 5-year old. You left the oven on. That's like the biggest no no ever. You can't leave nothing on in a household with a 5-year old. You know what I mean? God forbid he had opened the oven and put a rag or something. The whole house would be burned down. You know what I mean? You don't went to the mall, he don't open the door, went outside and start wandering off. You get what I'm saying? You don't know. As a 5-year old, they so curious. It's crazy. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful with these kids nowadays. These kids nowadays, them all of that summer we were there a long time. I understand. Um, uh, where was that? Okay, Fiona. I'm sorry, but she's taking his response the wrong way. Right. That is true. Savannah, I'm gonna talk to you in a little bit. And okay, 5-year old are babies who is curious to do things you have to watch them. Exactly. Allison, she said half an hour later the father called her. The father called her. The nugget's probably done burned. Baxter, this is a rough topic. Daniels, that's right, Anarchy. Warren, I went to the mall. So much things can happen in 15 minutes. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, uh, so much things can happen in 15 minutes. It's just so curious how we as parents don't think about the stupid things that we do most of the times. You know what I mean? Many blessings to each and everyone here tonight. Big up yourself, Maslin. Thank you for coming. Baxter, if that was me as a father, don't know what I would do. Allison, if he reports her to the police, he could get the child taken from her. My 16-year-old made breakfast. Fiona, same to you. The father is just angry, but he don't mean any harm. I agree with the dad. 400. I agree with the dad on everything that he said and stuff like that. Yeah, he's angry, so he's coming off, whatever. But what if he had come home to a house that's burned down flat? He don't know if his fiance is burned, the child is burned. You know what I mean? So this is a man who probably gonna lose two kids and a fiance. You get what I'm saying? So as a parent, we just need to think about the things that we're gonna do and and how we do it, because this not only affects the pregnant mom, it affects the fiance and it also affects the son. Because God, like I said, a lot of things could happen in 15 minutes. Me last night. Who you missed last night, Miss Shaboom? Big up yourself, JY, and thank you for that share, my brother. Thank you so much. I seen it popped up. Chat move. Chat. Getting into the car to drive home. Unstoppable link up, please, guys. Then I can come live. Big up yourself, JY. Get home safe. Drive safe. So, like I said, as a parent, we're not always going to get that smooth relationship as a parent where everything just go smooth, everything going the right. You're gonna have the ups and downs, but as a parent, you have to think. You have to think and think good. You can't just do silly things because you feel like it's okay or it benefits you. Yeah, the child is watching the TV, watching the tablet. Doesn't mean that they don't realize that you're not there. You know what I mean? And the fact that they realize that you're not there, that's the best time for them to do something stupid. Or because you're not there, when you come back, you probably would have to wipe up some water because he done turned on all the water sinks in the house and stuff like that. Yes, ma'am. When I'm finished, bro, that's because I'm all the way fucked up, bro. For real, for real. I had this the first day of spring was so freaking good, and I took advantage of that first day of spring. Now it's kicking me over. Yes, ma'am. Savannah, when I'm finished, babe. When I'm finished, baby. When I'm finished. Okay, love. So oh, I'm sick, love. Like I got the sore throat, the runny nose. Yeah. So I'm just here hanging in. I'm just here hanging in there, trying to get it out the way and whatnot. But like I said, The father, I could feel where he's coming from because I mean, like I said, 15 minutes. I remember this one time, I left my daughter in the house. She was on her tablet, yes, and I left her in the house just to go to the basement just to change over the clothes from the washer to the dryer. It wasn't even 10 or 5 minutes. I just went to just change the clothes, take them out the washer, put them. Yes, ma'am. Take them out the washer and put them. Go take get the cheese. Get the cheese. Take them out the washer and put them in the dryer. And I kid you not, I came back. She was all white, so it was mad powder and Vaseline. Okay, mad powder and Vaseline. So you know, I had to clean up the whole entire place, wash her down, and just put that bag back. Just get a smaller bag. I had to clean her up, and you know what I mean, to get her back on track. Just another time again. I guess I fall asleep. She was watching her TV. I wake up to the whole entire olive oil poured out in the kitchen. You know what I mean? So kids gonna do silly things. They are curious. They see you doing something. They always gonna wanna, you know what I mean, do it. This other time again, I went to take a shower. She was in her room. I wake up. Yeah. All right, get away from me. I don't want you to get sick. Here, put this in there. Hold the bag. I don't want you getting sick because you eat too much. You eat too much. There's another time again. I went to go take a shower. I came out the shower. All my sanitary napkins. She done took them out and plastered them on the wall. So I just say that to say this, kids. 15 minutes is just too much time to give a 5-year-old in a house by himself. Yes, ma'am. Savannah, could you wait till I'm finished, please? No, I'm not. Can you wait till I'm finished? Okay. I'm guarantee you she gonna call me again. I listen, 15 minutes to go, 15 minutes to come back, plus time to get food. Way too much, way too long to be gone. Exactly. Donna Johnson. The child could turn on the pipe, go in the bathtub, and drown. Exactly. It's just so much things. You just, when it comes to kids, you have to give them your undivided attention. Yeah, did I said that we as parents gonna make mistakes? Yes, we're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna do this, but it's just some mistakes you do not make as a parent. Yes, and if you do that, if you do it once and then you decided to go do it again and again and again, that's no longer a mistake. That is something that you is just willfully doing. So, as for the husband, I agree with everything that he said. He's angry, he's very upset, and he showed fear, stuff like that. I feel like if I was the husband, I would really just, take my kids. You know what I mean? I could have full custody of my kids just for that silly act that she done did, and that's the mistake that most of us as parents make. We do some silly we do some silly stuff and not think about our consequences later on and stuff like that. And it's crazy. It's crazy that we have to, you know what I mean, deal with stuff like that and not think. And when the consequences come around, we all mad. You get mad at the wrong person and you're the one who made your mistake. You know what I mean? But it's a part of life. It's a part of life. Oh my God. I hate when I'm sick. And I'm sick. I act like a big baby. But as like I said, parenthood, you gotta give your kids your undivided attention. At a certain age, putting if a guy school, make them guys school go learn. Cause if she had never hold that little child back and let him go to school, she wouldn't have to deal with the situation that she's dealing with right now. Sexy Tati, big up yourself, mama. You know what I mean? So you have to give your kids um your undivided attention. You need to go. You need to go do what you gotta go deal with. Yes. Right, exactly, Allison. And she's threatening to take the children. She wrong and want to be angry. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, she did what she did and not look at the consequences that was gonna be that was gonna come behind it. You know what I mean? Talking about, oh, would you allow your future husband to talk to you like that? I mean, yeah, you allow him, you let him talk to you like that, because as a mom, the little boy is 5 years old, he's supposed to be in school. Why is you holding him back from going to school, all because you cannot be bothered to get him dressed and take him to school? Which I understand, because being pregnant being pregnant and stuff like that, yes, it takes a whole lot from you. And being 34 weeks, um 34 weeks pregnant, yes, you want to sleep a lot. You don't want to go nowhere. You don't even want to get dressed. You don't want to get dressed up and stuff like that. You just really just want to be lazy and be in the house, or you just want to whatever clothes you have on. That's exactly how you going outside. It bees like that. That's parenthood. Yes, when you're a parent, you tend to do some silly stuff. Whatever it is that you're more comfortable in, that's what you're gonna go to the street in. You get what I'm saying? But the way how she did the whole thing for her first mistake was leaving that little boy in the house by himself. I don't care how old he is. Her second mistake was leaving the oven on. You get me? Her third mistake was leaving, talking about going to the mall for 15 minutes just to go get some food. If that was the case, turn the oven on, and I'm pretty sure wherever you go in the mall, they got chicken nuggets. You could have got him some chicken nuggets. Obviously, you ain't had to do it in the oven. You could have went and got him some chicken nuggets. The fact that her husband works 6 days a week and he don't come home until a certain time, and he came home that one day so early, everything happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. Maybe he was looking at it as, big up yourself after, girl. Thank you for coming. Hit that like button. The fact that he came home early, he probably was thinking like, maybe I need to go give my wife some help. Maybe I need to, pay more attention to my wife. She's, depressed and all this extra stuff. You never know what was going through his mind. He came home that day to spend some time with you. You was not home. The little boy was there by himself. The oven was on. So yes, he's very angry. And I applaud him for the way how he did the whole thing. I mean, he could have put hands on feet. He could have put hands on feet on you. You know what I mean? He could have called Child Protective Service. Muslin, uh, at this moment, I've been drinking black coffee and rum, lime and salt, honey and lime, and just water because my throat feel. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sexy Tati. Darnia, you have to parent before you can be a parent. Well, yeah, but not a lot of people look at it like that. I know people that have kids and they still live with their parents. I know people that have kids and the government do everything for them. Not a lot of people look at it like that. You get what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is when you becoming a parent, You have to give your kid undivided attention. And for the simple fact that she said she's a stay at home mom, more reason why. Me look like Pitney Yak on top about DPH. Tati, go on here. We have to pay attention to our kids. We cannot think because they are this age and that age and they make breakfast for themselves and this and the third, we're going to leave them in the house for a couple hours or a 10 minute. No, it doesn't work like that because kids, sometimes you see Pitney, sometimes you see Pitney do things when you're around and then wait till you're gone. Then wait till you're gone. Them curious. Then wait till you leave. And you never know. You never know what a child can do. A child probably can climb up on all the cabinet with full of glass and drop off. Drop off or drop in there with all the glass. So you go tell Child Protective Service say. You left your picnic for a couple hours already, blah blah blah. That's why I'm saying some people don't deserve to have kids. Hey, Great Simulator, everyone. Please help me to wish Great Simulator a happy birthday. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Stimulator. I wish the God Almighty bless you with plenty more of birthdays, a very productive and wealthy one. Yes. Cindy, big up yourself, Cindy. Thanks for coming. Hit that like button. But yeah, so as a parent, I just look at it like that. She did so much things wrong, and then she wanted to be mad at the fiance for coming at the way how he was talking to her and texting her and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But when you're mad, you do crazy things. You know what I mean? Oh, thanks. 35 years young. Hallelujah to that. Yes. Even though your age off of the calendar, you're still young, of course. No, I was so out of it today, and then my route left out really late, so I did not get back until 11, and then I'm sick on top of it, so I was just I was really just out of it today. No, I'm not. I'm gonna read it over. So I'm gonna read it over again for everyone that's just now checking in and didn't catch the story. Listen, yes, guys, wish him a happy birthday. Today's his birthday. He's 35 young. So it says, thank you, Cindy. Thank you. It says, help. I am 34 weeks pregnant. I have a 5-year-old son. I'm a stay at home mother. My fiance works 6 days per week. This makes it extremely hard for me to leave the house. It's a pain being pregnant and having to get my son ready and in the car. So I usually leave him home behind my fiance's back. No judgment, please. Well, today I got caught. Since I'm pregnant, I was craving this specific place in the mall. My son's lunch was in the oven and figured by the time it was ready, I would be home, considering the mall isn't more than 15 minutes away. My son is potty trained and just plays games on his tablet, watches TV. I get these messages from my fiance 30 minutes after I leave. My question is, would you guys be mad if your significant other spoke to you this way? I feel degraded and belittled over nothing. A 5-year-old is perfectly capable of fending for himself for an hour. I'm honestly about to pack my bags and never let my son see his father again, as well as when this baby is born. I would rather be a single mother than be spoken to this way. So, um, big up yourself, Minerva. Big up, big up, big up, big up. So the fact that I don't know, but she do not see nothing. She don't see nothing is wrong with her leaving that child in the house and the oven is on. Like she don't see nothing at all that's wrong with that. And like I said, you 34 weeks pregnant, you really just in that state of mind where you just want to drop. You want to drop the baby, like literally just not be pregnant no more. You want to just, the baby just needs to come right away because you're under so much pressure. You can't do nothing no more and you feel so sluggish. Yes, I do understand that. But whatever clothes that little boy was in, the same way how I drove to the mall, like you said, he's 5 years old, he's potty trained. All you really had to do was tell him to get put on some clothes. And I mean, get in the car, we're going to the mall. But to leave him in the house just like that, I mean, that's a no-no. Excuse me. Hello. Hello. Yes. Oh, well, I'm like, I thought it was one of my people's. Hold on, honey. All right. So, Fiona, before you speak, let me just jump in the chat room for a little bit. Um, 30 minutes after, what if the house caught on fire? That's exactly what I was saying, Baxter. Like, kids are so curious and they tend to do things when you, as a parent, is not there or you're not on them, you're not watching them. So they tend to do things just because. Muslin. Exactly. Great stimulus. I look at my 6 year old and at times she is not capable of being at home by herself. Not because she's stupid or anything. But I mean she's a 6 year, so she's still a kid. Huh? Yes. Alright guys, so I have Fiona Daniels on the phone. Good night, caller. How are you? I'm doing okay. Hope you get better soon. Number one. Girl, I'm Let me getting go right there. Into. You could go ahead. Yeah, let me go right into number one. She said the mall is 15 minutes away. Right. Number two, she said 30 minutes after she left. After she left, she got a text message from her husband. Right. Anything can happen. They're a sponge. I don't know if you see the video on WhatsApp that was floating around social media. She couldn't be more than 2 years old. And they think it was funny where the little girl rolling a spliff. No, I haven't seen that. Rolling a spliff, and somebody walked past and said, "Oh, you're rolling weed." She said, and she doing everything. Kids between before them, what 5 up or under, they're a sponge. Exactly. You may think they're not observing you, or they're not watching what you're doing. As your back turn, they're going to do something. Exactly. You would not believe what they're going to do. Exactly. They pick up everything. They soak up everything. She is, to me, she's selfish. You see what I'm saying? Right. And then when he reacts to it, she's getting angry on top of what he's getting angry about. Exactly. But you have to look at it. It could be an explosion next door. You have to be safe first. Exactly. Like I said, I mean, if 99 cents for a chicken nuggets in the mall, you can go anywhere and get that. That's exactly what I said. Like, you're going to the mall to get yourself something to eat. Turn the oven off. Excuse me. Let the nuggets that you have in the house stay for another day. But get him something from the mall. He's 5 years old. He could potty train himself. Right now, if I tell my daughter to go get dressed, she's getting dressed. She could put her own clothes on, her own shoes on. I'm pretty sure he can do such things. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So he doesn't took nothing out of her. The only thing she really had to do is probably help him up in the car, and that's something she probably don't even have to do. Cause kids these days, they getting dressed, they going in the car, they putting on their seatbelt. You know what I mean? So she really,
And being independent. Some of them
exactly
too independent for their own good.
right, and
Because
that
anything can happen to her out there.
exactly,
And you got a child at home.
exactly, knowing that she's 34 weeks pregnant.